What's this guy supposed to be? The ultimate badass? Oh, bro, I'm low key faded, bro.
Let's go, bro. Let's go. You know what time it is. It's time to get down with the Get Down, the Frisco Report, with my co-host.
He's in the building!
Mike, what is up, bro?
Dude, what's up, man? Thanks for everything you do, Joe. I don't think you get enough appreciation and the hard work and the draft dedication, the mock drafts, the tweets, the posts, the edits. Thank you, Joe.
No, thank you. Appreciate that, man. As a matter of fact, I got a good mock draft coming in soon here, and maybe tomorrow it might come out. So keep out and look for that one. But today, it's all about the Cowboys, baby. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff here today, Mike. Anybody who has a weak stomach as far as talking about quarterbacks, take a hike, Jack, that kind of shit. Pussies of the world, take a hike. We're talking Cowboys. We're talking quarterbacks, all right? So, Mike, let's get into the topics of the day. Let's talk about the free agency, where we're at here, week 2, Mike. Rico Dowdle, bro, re-signed the Cowboys, a 1-year deal, man. What do you think about that?
500 yards last year. It's definitely a bridge signing. It's nothing to be, jumping over backwards for. It's, hopefully they can really hit on a rookie running back, bro, because it's looking very bleak.
Yeah, running back is Rico Dowdle's going to get the chance and this and that, bro. Come on, man. This guy. We got to get a legit running back here. Cowboys have a tradition of having a star running back. You know what I mean? They talk about going cheap here and there. Yeah, but Jerry knows what the traditions are here of the Cowboys. Quarterback, wide receiver, running back, right? So, and they've done this running back by committee. They know the disaster they could be back when they had, you remember, Mike, when they had McFadden and they had, who was the other guy? McFadden, Felix Jones. They just get it done, bro.
Alfred Morris, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, and it just didn't work. It was okay, but this team, where we're at as fans, as far as like, we need that over the top player. We need that over the top, get us past the divisional round. I mean, damn, get us past the wild card round. You know what I mean? Like, get us deep into the playoffs, bro. Like, you got and that's why I say this roster, we've lost so much. We're bleeding all over the place, Mike, and they're signing small guys here just to fill the voids, just to kind of fill the cracks, and then utilize the draft, Mike. But what's your feeling on the running backs right now, man? Or do you think the depth is there? Do you think that they're going to have to double dip? Like, what's your gut feeling here?
There's only two running backs, Joe, that you could possibly get in the third round. Trey Benson, Jalen Wright out of Tennessee. If I had my pick, it has to be Trey Benson. With Jalen Wright being 5'10", I don't know. He is a bruiser back, but I don't think he's more like a bowling ball, right? CJ Anderson-esque type running back there with Jalen Wright from Tennessee. But Trey Benson, I like his height at 6 foot. I like his weight at 216. the Rico Dowdle, Trey Benson, that combination, I think you have something there. If you wanted to go down somewhere later and get Allen out of Wisconsin at 6'1", 235, that's a big bruiser there. You could possibly get that. When I'm looking at running back, I'm looking at third, I'm looking at fourth round just because necessary needs at first and second, Joe. And I know we don't have a fourth round, but Cowboys can manage to get one if they need to.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I think fourth round, I mean, that would be a sweet spot to get a running back, I think. But honestly, I think running back can go at any round, man. Even there at the first 24, maybe trade back. Maybe you trade back and you get a third or a fourth, probably a fourth. And then there you go. You know what I mean? Get your player. You got a fourth round pick in the back here. And there you go, man. But yeah, the running back class, pretty deep, very deep. There's physical backs. There's a back for any flavor that you like right now. So that's the good part. Bad part is, are the Cowboys going to do it? Are they going to do running back by committee? Are they in fact going to go cheap, bro, and come out of here with the 7th round running back? Can you imagine?
I think your rush running back would be Ray Davis out of Kentucky. If you're going later round in the draft with the running back, I think Ray Davis from Kentucky would be that. God, are you serious? And then your number one has to be Trey Benson.
Well, and Ray Davis fits the exact profile that the Cowboys like to do. Pull at the heartstrings. Oh, the orphan and this and that. I mean, it's a good story, right? Ray Davis has a good story. It's a feel good story. But the Cowboys, they got to get away from the feel good stories, bro. They've been burnt by it too many times. My boy Jalen got burnt there. Oh, Deuce Vaughn, the father of the scout, the cameras and this and that. All right. They got to get away from that stuff, bro. You can't waste picks on the feel good story, bro.
Yeah, it's they can. I'd rather have the Notre Dame running back over him all day long.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, there's another one here. I mean, 25. That's old, bro. That's very old. And I think the whole pandemic, we're kind of behind right now. And honestly, I think we're going to see more of this moving forward because of the NIL, right? They're getting paid now. They're more likely to stay in school a little bit longer. So I think moving forward, we're going to see more older players coming into the league, bro, because of the NIL payments. All right. Unless you're one of these young superstars that's ready to get that pay, they're ready to get that bag right now, But I think that your mid-rounder kind of guys that are getting paid pretty decent, you know what I mean? And they're guaranteed money. They're going to stay in college that extra season, man. They'll apply for that 5th year, 6th year sometimes. I mean, some of these guys have been in college for a while, finally coming out.
Yeah, and the more that they, eat up of that NIL money, the more that they're in school, which is great. Go get your money. But I think the more they're exposed to that type of money at that type of age, we're gonna get a lot of divas, Joe. A lot of Caleb Williams type players. All right, I think they're too good to be too good.
Yeah, I think they got to attack the running back position. No doubt about it. 2nd round, you're probably looking at a roll the dice player, Jonathan Brooks, ACL, that kind of shit. That would fit the Cowboys profile. Oh, ACL, he'll be okay. Let's take Jonathan Brooks. That would be a 2nd round roll the dice kind of player there for the Cowboys if they want to go early there. Trey Benson, I like the physicality, the youth. You know what I mean? I think they need that, the speed, and the ceiling is high for him. So, but there's a lot of good running backs in here, man.
The 4.39 speed there for Trey Benson. Do you think because he had that? Do you think he'll be a late second type of guy? Does Trey Benson even see the 3rd round, Joe?
Nah. No, there's still a need for running backs, man. I mean, look at all the movement. People want running backs, and they want they want cheap running backs. They want to dump these expensive vets. They still need running back. There's still a market for running backs, man. Don't be fooled on, oh, this guy's gonna last to the fourth, fifth round. Benson ain't lasting that long, bro. Jonathan
No,
Brooks,
not with that speed, not with that height.
nah, that's playmaking ability, man, and you need playmakers. So if you're the Cowboys, and I feel like we go through this every year because we're always at the 20s. You almost have to draft a round ahead, right? Well, let's talk about that. Oh, they're drafting him early. Well, where we're at, you kind of have to, you know what I mean? Because he ain't gonna make it to you in the next round. So you gotta keep an open mind there when you're talking about running backs. That's what I'm saying. Benson, they take him there in the first, and there could be another team out there that wants these type of running backs. It's not just us. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I think as fans were like, oh, it's only us. It's only us. We're gonna get him. He could go bizarre. I mean, he could go early. Jamar Gibbs. He's not Jamar Gibbs, but you see where these players they go early.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. It just takes one team to fall in love, and they take them. So running back, it's a huge need for the Cowboys. They saw what happened last year. They cannot repeat it this year. You've got these guys on the roster, but they're not them, dude.
And the Cowboys put themselves in this position, Joe. Like they made this. Like we all know we need a linebacker. We all know we need left tackle or center. We all know we need running back. Who picks in front of us? The Eagles, the Giants, the Commanders. These are our rivals. They're not going to help us out at all. Like the Saints, the Cardinals, the Niners, they're not going to help us out at all. So when they have a need and they know how Will McClay drafts and how Jerry Jones drafts, they're going to be like, oh, I know what player they're going to go get. Well, let's get them before we get them. Kind of like with Ryan Shazier. Yes, we wanted Ryan. The Steelers got Ryan. Then Jerry Jones was like, we need Johnny Manziel. And they said, no, we need Zach Martin. And so it's a competitive streak. But when you make the need such a blinking light, like, hey, this is what they need, other teams can crumble you, trade up, draft right before you, or they could just do so much, Joe. And there's so many blinking lights that the Cowboys have at many positions. And running back is obviously the spotlight of those blinking lights.
Yeah, man. I think that this cycle just seems like the holes are everywhere, and there are a lot. So you kind of feel like I think they're done messing with Dak's contract. They got the $4 million or whatever. The extension is not going to happen. All right. Why the hell would they wait till August to do it? It doesn't make sense. They would have done it if he was the guy, bro. You would have already signed him. The Chiefs don't do this shit to Mahomes, and he's there with Cousins, bro. It's a cookie cutter exact clone. The situation is the exact same shit, bro, and that's where it's heading. They're gonna play. They're gonna play him one more year, and he's gonna walk. You're not gonna get anything for him.
So here's what I'm thinking: the draft Prescott, the Dak Prescott strategy. I think this is how it's going. I got to switch gears. I still got draft on my mind, Joe. Switch to Prescott. All right. Here's the strategy. If the reports are true that they're going to wait till August, what happens in August, Joe? Preseason. Who's going to get many opportunities that he wasn't given with the 49ers? Trey Lance. Trey Lance is going to get opportunities in minicamp. Trey Lance is going to get opportunities in OTAs. Trey Lance is going to get opportunities in training camp, and he's going to get opportunities in the preseason. That's just the way the NFL works. It's a business. All you Dackers, get over it. All right? And when they're going to evaluate everything, Will McClay, Steven, Jerry, hell, even Mike McCarthy might even evaluate him, because guess who Jerry didn't talk to when he picked up the phone and said, I want Trey Lance? He didn't talk to anybody. He talked to the general manager for the 49ers, and he gave him a 4th-round pick for him. So what's going to happen here, Joe, is it's Trey Lance's spot to lose, believe it or not. I don't care what any Dak fan tells you, whatever player fan, this is Trey Lance this season, this offseason. And what's going to happen is, okay, Dak, you're not getting paid in August. We're going to ride this season out, and Trey Lance is actually going to get your money, not you. And I think they're willing to eat $36 million of dead cap. But you would, considering you have 90-something million dollars, $100 million in cap space next year. Overthecap.com is free. Check it out. Do it yourself. Click the star. So it's Trey Lance's spot to lose. People can say Trey Lance sucks all they want. You haven't seen him. I haven't seen him, and he did not get a fair opportunity in San Francisco the moment they signed Sam Darnold. Go ask any 49er fan.
No, it's a good point. Yeah, he's going to get the opportunity, and they got to look. They got to take a look and see what they're going to, because it's kind of evident right now, man, where they're going to go with this. You know what I mean? So what I kind of do expect us to happen here is probably a CeeDee Lamb extension. I think that might be the next thing that actually happens before that. You're going to see a CeeDee Lamb extension, open up some more money, and then they're going to come in here and get these other scraps, next week or whatever. You're going to get like the leftover guys, bro. A leftover linebacker, maybe another DT, but nothing flashy. They do this every year. You know what I mean? So, but just the fact that they're sitting on this and Todd France is letting it happen, like, you're losing money, bro. Like, he's dropping the ball with that, bro. You get injured and your stock, yeah, I mean, you'll be right there with Cousins, bro.
And he'll be 32 in 2025.
Cousins had the what was it, the Achilles, right? He still got paid, but he didn't get paid as much as he could have got paid. You know what I mean? So it's a huge risk that Todd France is going here with not seeking permission for a trade, because the market is still there for him right now. There's teams out there that would take Dak, for high picks.
Yeah, but like I said, dude, they want to evaluate that Trey Lance situation. Cowboys, they're not going to waive that trade clause until they really get a good evaluation at Trey Lance. Now, if Trey Lance sucks it up, his footwork sucks, his deep ball throw, his sucks, he don't have a grasp of the offense, he don't have command of the huddle, Dak Prescott's your quarterback. Okay? But if Trey Lance is doing great, he's commanding the huddle, the veterans are looking him in the eye when he's calling the plays, he got good footwork, he got great tempo, he got 2 good minute drill, he had good 4-minute drill. Dude. Trey Lance, here's a contract for you.
I mean, that's the way the NFL is. It's a business, right? It's a business at the end of the day, and you got to get younger. It's a young man's league at the quarterback position. Those are the guys making it to the Super Bowl. It's the younger guys, man. It's the old guys. The window is like this, bro.
But when people say, "Oh, Peyton Manning didn't have his success till here," Elway didn't have success till they got Davis, this, that, and the third. They had it. They had the IT, the ingredients, the good stuff. When you look at Dak Prescott and you look at the big lights and you look at his playoff success, there's no good stuff there, Joe. Punt, interception, punt, pick 6. That's not good stuff. You have to overcome adversity. You can't target your number 1 wide receiver 2 times in the first half. You have to make those adjustments at the quarterback. You have to do that on the field. They let Dak Prescott call plays in a preseason game, Joe. So you can't tell me he don't have command of this offense. Dak could have easily changed the play. Dak could have easily hot routed. Why? Because he did it all year. He sucked that first half. Yes, the defense was not doing any favors. But there's a common point in time where you have to swallow the big pill and say our defense sucked and Dak definitely sucked.
Yeah, that's what it is, bro. That's what it is, bro. Now the question is this, Mike. All right, if this is the plan to let Dak walk like Minnesota did with Kirk Cousins, which the signs are pointing to that, as much as some of these homers are looking the other way. Oh, my little pussy, I don't want to look over there. My little pussy. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like they put their head in the dirt, their pussies are up in the air, and they don't want to look at it. They're in denial. But To me, Mike, you got Trey Lance, and you draft the quarterback. You know what I mean? Throw another one into the mix because at Cooper Rush, we see his ceiling. You know what I mean? He's not athletic enough. I mean, yeah, he'll win you some games, right? But they got to shake the trees on this a bit, Mike. So let's talk about this. And I'm saying could, and I could also say should. Take it either way. Could or should the Cowboys draft a quarterback early? And I'm talking, you know, maybe fourth, but probably between the first and third round. Could or should they do that, Mike?
After saying everything I just said, Joe, I don't think they should. Could they? Yes. Should they? No. Because you gave a fourth round draft pick for Trey Lance to sit on your bench. I think you have to give the justice to that trade and give Trey Lance the shot in every aspect of this offseason. Mini camp, training camp, OTAs, everything. Because that is a fourth round draft pick you gave up. So I really think that with the holes, all the blinking lights on this team, I really think Trey Lance is your quarterback, so to speak, that you drafted this year. Should they? No. Could they? Absolutely.
Yeah, and this is a good point here. Casey Addison, if they do, Dak is really gone. Yeah, that would literally be writing is on the wall. There's no denying it. And if that's the case, that's also an indication to the rest of the league. We're open for business. You know what I mean? You trade the clause, you waive it, and see what kind of deal you can get. You know what I mean? Otherwise, wait till the next offseason and and then make a deal for him if you want. But yeah, could they? Should they? Right? That is the question. Could they? I believe that they could, man. I believe that they could. They were at the Oregon Pro Day. That's been confirmed. But they could have been looking at the running back. They could have been looking at O-line. Who knows? But still, out there.
Everything.
And we're talking about Bo Nix. He's out there. 24. I wouldn't take him at 24, but it would be more like a second or third for me if they want to go that route. Michael Penix, Mike, left-hander. Could he be in the mix? If you're not so sure, if you're not so sure about that left side of this line as it is, you're left-handed quarterback. You can see the rush coming, right? So if you have, let's say you have Tyler Smith at your left guard, and you go with who knows who at left tackle, maybe a rookie, maybe a cheap free agent, David Bakhtiari, something like that, right? Well, you got the left-hander. All right. So he would be in the mix, Michael Penix. He would be one of these guys. Milton out of Tennessee, probably a little bit later, right? You like Milton's size, athleticism, the arm, this sort of thing. You could probably a guy you can get in the fifth, in my opinion, Mike. But do any of those names do anything for you?
Let me throw one more at you.
Yes, sir.
Spencer Rattler.
Ooh. You got that. That's a name right there, bro. Spencer
That would be the most realistic name.
And I could see that happening.
Would be South Carolina, Spencer Rattler.
And where do you think, or what is your gut feeling? Where would he fit for you here in the draft class?
Third round, fourth round. That's the sweet spot there.
Man, that would be something crazy. He's kind of bounced around a little bit. Oklahoma, South Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lost his job, got it back, staying in it, showing moxie. It's an interesting prospect, man, to be honest. I love that one.
He has the arm strength. He might need help seeing the field better. That comes with learning the NFL offense, letting it slow down for you. But he has the arm, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's one to keep in there. For me, I want the competition. All right, here we go, Mike. We're gonna get the test. If the test made it with the super chat, let's see if the tweaks worked. If not, we got the lunatic super chat, baby. Supporting you Cowboys media, Dallas Cowboys for life. But damn, the lunatic. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you. Loyal fan of the channel. Big time Cowboys fan, the lunatic. There's nobody like him out there, Mike.
No, absolutely not. The lunatic, man. I can remember years and years and years of seeing the super chat, seeing the name. The lunatic's the real deal. You know, that's the guy you want in the foxhole with you because he's always there. He's always there.
Always there, man. Appreciate that, the lunatic. Let's see what these guys do, man. You've been rolling with this for a long time, and you know it's starting to become Groundhog Day around here. So, you know, the same story every season. Here we go.
There it is.
I want me some door help.
You're right. I understand the arm strength don't mean nothing if you can't see the field. That's why I made the comment. Know the offense. Let the game slow down. If you Spencer Rattler, if he learns the offense, the wide receivers help him out. Hey, throw the ball here, throw the ball there. He's gonna learn from those mistakes. Prescott was throwing interception left and right in training camp this past year. Right in training camp. It's not a big deal. Interception in training camp, nothing. Let Rattler throw some interceptions in training camp, right? So let him learn how to see the field. That's how you develop. We're so scared to draft and develop. We're so scared of getting uncomfortable. Let's get uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah, I mean, you hit on the head, man. They got to get uncomfortable, and they really got to get it going, baby. They really got to get it going. We got another super chat here, Mike. The tweaks did not work. The song is 30 seconds or so. So let's get Sam, $20 super chat. We appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, Sam.
I know Primetime says he won't coach NFL, but thoughts Cowboys suck this season. Ooh, man. McCarthy gone. PT his spot. Shador has a big time season. This season, they draft Shador in the first round. It's such a Cowboy thing to do. It really is, bro. It really, really would be a Cowboys thing to do, man. Like, what's your thought on that? I'll let you hit that first.
Yeah, prime time and Mike McCarthy's spot with Shakur. I'm not for it. Absolutely not. Don't do it. Stay away. I love prime time. I love what prime time done. I know what he is capable of when it comes to coaching kids. I need to see a resume of him coaching men. It's two different worlds. That's why Nick Saban never converted to the NFL, because he was a really good kid coacher, but he wasn't a good grown man coacher. That's my stance on it.
I actually think Prime would accept that challenge, man. He has never bowed down from such a challenge. I think if he has a really good season in Colorado and gets these guys into, you know, maybe even the playoff, I mean, we're talking something different here. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, the way that this thing's going, there's going to be coaches out here cooking with the Cowboys. Appreciate that super chat, Sam. Appreciate that super chat indeed, bro.
Oh, that's the music playing, huh?
How about them Cowboys, baby?
I want me some door help. I want me some door help.
Absolutely. 100%.
100%, man. It's definitely something to watch, bro. I think it's a great question. looking ahead because this team is either gonna do another 12-win season, maybe a 10-win season, or they're gonna completely crash. So I think it's either gonna go that kind of way, Mike. I think those are three things here. I think the division is getting better. Cowboys going with the same old roster building process that has not worked, right? Let's be real. Has not worked. And when I say it has not worked, Mike, I'm talking about you cannot get past the divisional round. I mean, you have to try something different to get over that hump, bro. That hump seems like it's Mount Everest, bro. It's not a speed bump. It's not a hump. It's Mount Everest, bro. They cannot get over it. They can't even climb the bottom of the base of that mountain, bro.
They can't, Joe. And yes, I understand it's been 29 years. And I understand Dak Prescott hasn't been on the team for 20. I hate when it's his fault for all 29. No, it's his fault for 8 going on 9, right? I can only control and talk about the now. I can't talk about, Quincy Carter. I can't talk about all those other guys. And we all know what happened to Romo. He got robbed in 2014, Cabo in 2007, right? Like, I know, like, there's a lot of issues there with Romo. With Dak, you can't tell me they haven't built around him. He had a double-digit sack leader. He had 1,000-yard running back. He had 1,000-yard wide receiver. He had X amount of touchdowns and passing yards. He had all that on one team. Yes, Romo had 13 Pro Bowlers. Dak had all these Pro Bowlers, and yet they still can't get it done. So why keep trying? Why keep holding on to something? Yes, Dak can lead us there. He cannot. And when you accept that, you're going to feel a lot better. I promise you.
Yeah. Danny Savage, yeah, we're definitely going to have a lot of these picks, but like Mike and I have said, and it's well documented, the bigger the draft class, the bustier it is, bro. It's scary. You go to thefriskoreport.com, look at those big draft classes, 2009, the most notorious one of them all. And then, I mean, there was a recent one here that we were looking at, Mike. What was it? Was it 2020, 2021?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Pretty big class, and the only guy that was good, obviously, was I think it was 2021.
Was it TP? Was it Tony Pollard?
I think 2021 was the big class, and it was kind of shitty. Last year's was crappy too, but I mean, yeah. If I have a lot of these picks, I wanted these guys to start packaging and moving up. You know what I mean? Like, even that's not working for them. Like, stop sitting there and waiting for the guy to fall because you're getting leapfrogged, right? Did they want Laporta? Right. I bet you they did want Laporta, bro.
You damn right they did.
Can you imagine Ferguson and Laporta? Holy shit, bro. Damn, that would have been badass, dude. Can you imagine, bro?
The Cowboys should know they shouldn't draft tight ends that high anyway, dude.
They love to do it, man. They love to do it, dude.
The late Gavin Askamar was a second-round pick, dude, and it just didn't work out. You look at Schoonmaker, that rookie year was ridiculous, Joey. Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's wild, bro. And they do get leapfrog. And what was the other one? Goddard. Goddard would have been another good tight end here, to be honest. But they got leapfrog for him. Oh, we weren't going to get him. Maybe they would have. There's a reason why teams leapfrog the Cowboys because, in those inner circles, there's chatter. There's chatter that we don't hear. But there's a reason why there's leapfrogging during the draft. You know what I mean? Those circles, they hear it.
What happened? Is there music playing or something?
Some chat from Sam. Follow up. Last question. What's the Troy for the new year? And how would love that, bro? He has 2 minutes to buy. I wouldn't know that.
We good? Is the music still playing?
I want me some door help.
Danny. What's up, Danny?
I want me some glory hole.
Yeah, man.
As much as I like Troy and appreciate Troy, there was a guy that made some off-season comments. And there was a guy that said, I would love to be the general manager for the Cowboys. Paraphrasing, but I was singing to the tune of Emmitt Smith. Give me Emmitt Smith as general manager. Give me Emmitt Smith, the guy that wrote, I want to be the NFL leading rusher down on a piece of paper as a rookie and accomplished it. Imagine what he could do as a general manager. Give me Emmett over Troy.
I actually would like Troy, bro. I think he's got the passion. I know he's disgusted how this team has fallen apart since Jimmy left. If we're being honest.
Yeah, but the problem with Troy, though, and he does this on broadcasting, he likes to be the smartest man in the room.
Yeah, and the other part about
that could hurt you, Joe. That could hurt you bad.
Oh yeah. Sometimes that does hurt, and that's the reason why they wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? These guys, he's bad mouthing us. We would never do this. They want the credit, bro. The Cowboys, dude, the Joneses, they want the credit. They've always been like that. That's why my man over here, Jimmy, had to leave, bro. You know, they want the credit for everything. Thank you for that, Chaz.
I don't know. You can't go wrong with Troy or Tony, though, or Troy or Emmett.
Well, that's why they want the credit for this. We're going to build a team through the draft, but it's like we've said, for that to work, you have to invest something, decent money in free agents, and your whole draft class essentially has to hit. And that just is not realistic. There's no team that can consistently do that where the whole draft class is consistent and good. But they've sold that shit to some fans, bro. A lot of fans have they'll repeat it. Oh, we're building to the draft. We draft good. Will McClay, I trust up the fucking ass, all this other shit. Look at this right here, bro. Look at this. This is a prime example. Thank you, Ryan Dole. Draft Peyton Wilson, North Carolina State linebacker. Cowboys, second round, they'll do it. They'll do it. They don't learn their lessons, bro.
He's glass, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That they don't learn their lessons. They're gonna keep doing what they do in the second round.
And I like Ryan Doyle. He's a big follower, big subscriber too. But I don't know if Ryan knows that he's glass. I don't know if Ryan knows that. But Ryan, he's glass, dude. He's Sean Lee times 10, bro. He won't. He'll jog in rookie minicamp and hurt something, bro. 2 shoulder surgeries, crazy stuff.
But the perfect second round player for the Cowboys. When you're looking at second round guys, you got to look for the guys that get into trouble but have potential, or the guys that flash but are always injured. It's always those two types of guys. You know what I mean? You got your Sean Lee's types. You've got your Kelvin Joseph types. You know what I mean? So Peyton Wilson, second round, they could do it. They could definitely do it. You're sitting there, Mike. We're sitting here, and then the players are coming off the board, and he's still there. I can see his name called, man.
It would be a huge mistake.
You got another in the house. Mike. Matic, bro. Matic. You in the house, Matic.
Yeah, me some glory hole. I want me some glory hole.
Interesting. I know. Matic. You in the house, Matic. No. Mike. That's a good question. I'll let this one first, Mike.
I want
Yeah.
me some glory hole.
As much as we trashed Dak, he was 5th most in sacked quarterbacks in the league. Dak sucked against Green Bay. Zach has lost a step and still fell off the cliff. So I'll go backwards here. Yes, still did not come back from the ACL injury. Just like Michael Gallup, just like Jabril Cox, just like a lot of these players that had ACLs with the Cowboys just didn't come back like they were supposed to, right? Zach Martin definitely longer in the tooth. Why? Because Zach Martin lost step because Terrence Steele and Tyler Biadasz played like shit. That's what it is. So when you're sandwiched in between two bad players, you're going to look a little worse than you're supposed to, right? Tyron Smith, who's now a Jet, struggled with the right guards or with the left guards that we've put in there. He did not trust it. Tyron Smith looked a little bad because he couldn't trust what was beside him when he was healthy and stuff. Trust me. That's why Zach Martin looked like he lost a step. It ain't because he got long in the tooth. It's because Biadasz didn't play well, and Terrence Steele definitely didn't play well. Now, let's talk about Dak Prescott. That's fine. Okay. Poor Dak. He got sacked. He's fifth among, he's top 5 most sacked quarterbacks in the league. Poor Dak. But when do we know to move on? When do we know that, okay, and we're at the tail end of this contract, Joe, the cap hits $55 million because it just moved $4 million around. So the cap hits $56 million. And the offseason shenanigan talk was, we're forced to sign Dak. Dak has all the leverage. Dak is this. Dak is that. Jerry Jones said, no, we don't have to do anything, right? So let's say they do restructure Dak Prescott. In 4 years, when he's averaging $60 million, when he's averaging that, obviously the cap hits are going to be light. And then you're going to be at this point again with a 35-year-old quarterback with a 2-8 playoff record. Then are you supposed to extend him again? When do you realize enough is enough? It's a revolving door if you keep doing these short-term contracts with Dak Prescott. Because at the end of that contract, you're going to be forced to sign a 35-year-old quarterback who hasn't done shit for your franchise. So there comes a point in time when we can have these excuses lined up and in the chamber and ready to launch him at any point in time, Elmatic. But there comes a point in time where you have to bite that silver bullet and take salt on those wounded legs. That's actually where that saying came from. I don't know if you knew that. Back in the Civil War, they had to bite on a silver bullet because their legs were getting amputated. So bite that silver bullet and get the salt put on your wounded legs because you have to get rid of Dak at one point in time. And I'd rather do it now before we're stuck with a 35-year-old quarterback having to extend him again.
It is, man. It's a really the kind and the Cowboys have put themselves in this situation. It's their fault. It's not the fans' fault. But fans, they've been programmed, they've been conditioned to want to hold on. You know, oh, my teddy bear,
my Dakapoo.
Nah, but I mean, and you can't be scared. You know, I mean, yeah, you know, we could miss. But that's why you got the draft, man. And that's why you pay Will McClay and these guys millions of dollars. Go find the quarterback, and if you miss, you swing and miss. I mean, you'll get somebody. You know what I mean?
Right. They found Dak Prescott in the 4th round. He hasn't done nothing for this franchise, but he's managed to win you games. But I need someone that's going to win me championships.
Yeah, championships. That's the name of the game. Appreciate the super chat, Elmatic. Good to see you in the house, bro. Good to see you in the house, man. Man, I saw a good one here.
No, you put the right talent around a younger guy. Period. You don't put the right talent around a younger guy who's had a baseball shoulder injury, who's had a calf injury, who's had a thumb injury, who's had his ankle twisted, who's getting older. You don't build around that. You build around younger.
Youth. And those are the guys that are, for the most part, getting to the Super Bowl. It's just the facts of it.
Look at the average age. Look at the entire age of every quarterback in the divisional round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
That should tell you something right there.
And I've got 2 videos covering this. I'm not going to do it this year because I've done it enough. but in summary, Geno Smith, Kirk Cousins, Dak, David Carr, they're over that home. They're over with the windows like this. You know what I mean? Those guys with the windows like this, the front office has to go all in, like legit, like what the Rams did. The Rams had an old ass fucking quarterback. They traded for old ass Matthew Stafford. Oh, 29 or 30 is not that in football, that's getting old, man. You know what I mean? But they went all in, and they legit went all in with free agents, all these guys, and then they got it. You know what I mean? They had Odell and all these other guys. Cowboys, if they did that with Dak, possibly they could make it happen. But the way that they go now, it won't happen. Danny Savage, Mike, this is a good one too. This is a second round candidate because we're talking about Jonathan Brooks, running back from Texas, coming back from that torn ACL. Another prime candidate, Mike. Oh, we need a running back. Brooks in the second round ACL. Does that do anything for you, Mike?
No. I think you have to figure out a way to get Trey Benson. I think you have to figure out a way to get. What was his name?
Would you take Braylon Allen at the
Jalen Wright?
Jalen Wright. Okay.
Yep, Jalen Wright out of Tennessee. I'm tired of taking chances on hurt players. Like I'm the gamble's there. I love taking risks. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think you have time to gamble. I don't think you have time to go get a Jalen Smith, a Bruce Carter, a Sean Lee. You don't have that type of time, especially if you're going to be on your 1-year deal. What happened? Oh, we got music playing?
We got Sam. You got a good chat?
I want me some glory hole. I want me some glory hole.
Mike, what do y'all think about losing Big Hank? I think I know your answer here, but let's have it, Mike. What you talking about losing Hankins?
It doesn't matter to me, dude. Who was on the field when Aaron Jones was running all over us? Who was on the field? That guy, Big Hanks, Soft Hanks, Hanks non-stopper, right? It's just like the quarterback position. You got to get better there. They tried it with Quentin Bohanna. It didn't work. They tried it with Mozzie Smith. It doesn't look like that's working. They tried it with Big Hank. It didn't work. You have to keep trying till you get it. And Big Hanks, he didn't solve the problem. He just didn't. He solved it during the regular season, but he didn't solve it in the playoffs.
Yeah, he just the tank was empty there, right? Big Hank and injuries started to mount up on him. So I do like what he gave us in the short term, but losing him, they got to figure it out. You know what I mean? They got to go find another big guy. And the word is Mike Zimmer has instructed Mozzie to get that way back up. So I think Zimmer sees something there and he can work with. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate that. Bro.
There's another one coming too.
Elmatic, bro. Elmatic. Here we go, bro.
I want me some glory hole.
Yeah.
I want me some glory hole.
You take this one, Joe.
I love the draft, bro. I love the draft. Draft season, baby. Love it.
I want me some glory hole.
Elmatic. What's the likelihood of taking a DT in round 1 again? I think it's very. I think the chances are more that you'll get bit by a great white shark. This happening. Or getting hit by lightning or finding gold at the end of the rainbow. You're more likely for that to happen. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, don't see them doing this again. I think they swung and they're gonna get that. They're gonna get scared again. It'll probably be another 25 years before they take another DT in the first round. You know what I mean? Like they're that kind of team that they miss like this and they get scared out of their mind. But would there be one worthy of taking in the first round, Mike? Man, I don't know. There's nobody in the first round that really does it for me. Unless you're man, I don't even know, man. If you're at the very end, if I would take one even, just none of them really do it for me. I just feel like you're getting an okay kind of guy, you know, Byron Murphy or you know, I just there's not that type of talent. Mike,
No. You look at the defensive tackles that the Cowboys either met with or had a formal meeting with. Fabian Lovett from Florida State, no. Leonard Taylor, no. Logan Lee, no. Zahn, no, out of Georgia. Dwayne Carter out of Duke. Those are the defensive tackles they met with. No, none of those guys are worthy to me, in my opinion, for that first round grade. That is the O-line spot right there.
yeah, I think defensive tackle. Now you could probably talk me into one in the second and onward. I would look at a Braden Fisk. I think he's gonna be pretty badass, dude. And I think it's a guy that Zimmer would really enjoy coach up. You know what I mean? He's had a similar type of guy, high motor. I don't know if you guys remember Brandon Noble back in the day. He was a guy the Cowboys had a defensive tackle. Zimmer coached him up really good. Ended up going to where? The Redskins, bro. The career death blow of the division. It's equivalent of going to the Browns. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, he's a similar type of guy. So I think he would see that. Jerry would obviously remember that guy, productive, and I think Braden Fisk, man, would be that kind of guy, man. Second round, would he make it there? He's getting a lot of love, a lot of wait till the pro day comes out. And that's coming out here in a couple days, so that could really boost him, maybe even there in the first round. So we'll see, man. Great question. Mike, I think we're going to wrap it up there. What a super show we had today, man. Lots of great questions, lots of great conversation in the chat box. We appreciate everybody's opinions.
All the super chats today was amazing. Thank you.
We love it, guys. We love the diversity of the questions. Your opinion counts, man. So, we may not agree, but, in some cases we do agree, but we do appreciate all you guys. Pound that like button if you haven't already, man.
Oh, bro, I'm low key faded, bro.
I love it, man. I love it, man. Wow, man. What a great show, Mike. Mike, let everybody know where they can find you if they haven't already, bro.
Yeah, _ Cowboys Corner on Twitter. If you're sensitive, don't follow me. I might hurt your feelings. All right. It's Ruthless Aggression on _ Cowboys Corner over there on X. All right. X marks the spot. Cowboys Corner, Cowboys Corner right here. And on Saturdays, Joe, you can find me on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys where we just talk crazy over there. So come pump it up. Come pump some iron on Saturday night with your boy Cowboy Corner.
I've become a big fan of that show, Mike. You
I appreciate that.
You literally have fans coming on there. So I mean, with you got a good group of guys that come on there regularly, and I love it, man. Great show. Keep up the great work, Mike.
I appreciate you. Shout out to Danny Savage, who's also a key member there. He was sick fighting the flu.
Oh, damn, Danny. Sorry to hear that, Danny. Hope you get better, bro. I love seeing Danny out there on the show as well. He's one of our mods here as well. Great guy. Great, knowledge there in the draft as usual from Danny. Appreciate all you guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. And we will see you for the next episode.
Oh, bro, I'm faded, bro.